Good morning, guys. Dr. Gemmin is here, and we're here to discuss some more leaks today from the Pokemon Company. If you guys are liking the videos and uploads almost daily right now, please leave a like and subscribe and comment below your thoughts on these leaks. I want to give credit to the person that plastered their name across all of these images, taking away the beautiful look of them, Mr. Pokeblock 843. Thanks for showing us the cards, but my goodness, you could not have put your little marker in a worse place. Also, shout out Poke TCG Alerts. They have always been good with helping me with finding some cards from Pokemon Center. So even though I'm not sponsored or anything, I'm using their Twitter account, so I thought it would be fair for me just to shout them out too. So, just starting out, I wanted to go through the leaked cards, and as this person has dropped them, we're going to start out with a Mega Floette. Overall, it's a decent looking card. I like the background, the posture and positioning of the Floette. My only thing is, I don't like the actual, the model of Floette. It kind of reminds me, if you guys are a 90s kid, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like those Final Fantasy days where Final Fantasy, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, where it's kind of this kind of design. It kind of looks like clay model-y to me, so I don't completely dislike it, but I'm not a huge fan of the look of the model of Floette. Like the flower design, and then the sparkles of the areas around it, that's pretty dope. But the actual Floette, I don't know. She looked a little too confused. And my other thing that has always been a little odd to me when I see Floette is, why did they go the route of giving us a Mega Floette? I wanted what's the name of Floette's evolution? Oh my gosh, sorry guys. It's gonna bother me. It's Florges. I always have liked Florges. I use them a lot in X and Y. It was one of my favorite. It was definitely one of my favorite Pokemon when I was going through the playthrough. I used them a lot in competitive battles. It was just always a pretty powerful Pokemon that I thought was underrated. So I love that Pokemon, but it just became an overpowering thing with Floette just being such a. It is such a synonymous thing with X and Y because of AZ. It's one of he's one of my favorite characters, and I can see that this is one of the only times I can see a pre-evolution getting in Mega, because it was such a vital part of the storyline. That cutscene at the end of the game was beautiful too. So overall, I'll let them get away with it because it is pretty dope, I'll be honest. So okay, I'm kind of seeing the mindset of why they decided to go with a Mega Floette. So overall, I don't dislike it. It's a beautiful card overall. I don't think it's going to be hugely expensive. I think people aren't going to really understand the storyline of Floette like how people that play the games did. So I don't even think it's going to be $100 card. I think maybe in another 5 or 10 years it'll be pretty popular, because then those kids will get older and then they'll be buying the XY cards. I still don't think we're quite there. We're getting pretty close to those people joining the community, but they're not quite there yet. But that also goes to why I think this set's going to be so big, because Mega Greninja is a huge deal to me. I don't think people understand how popular Greninja is. Greninja is he's just synonymous with Pokemon. I think he's on the level of a Charizard at this point. I never understand why Umbreon is such a popular character. I don't know if it was just the card community just pushing that to all high heaven, but Greninja is one of the only modern cards that I would consider added to my collection at a higher price. Like that Twilight Masquerade Greninja, I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the top cards you could have. I think it'll do well over time. I just don't personally put so much money into modern cards. If I get a expensive card, I'd rather it be a vintage, like the Neo Genesis, the original base set, even XY era cards. I feel more comfortable putting that much money into, but the Greninja is one of the exceptions, so I do think if this Mega Greninja PSA 10 ends up being like in that range of the cost of the Twilight Masquerade, it might be a little bit cheaper just because of the way the market is right now. I think it might be a pretty good pickup. But we'll go on to the next character, Mega Dragalge. The art of this is amazing. It's like a deep sea kind of artwork. I like the display. I think it's not going to really be honored and understood how great this art is because not a lot of people are Dragalge fans. Like I used to use him a lot in my playthrough. I think I beat the Elite Four with him and my team. And I just love the typing. The Dragon Poison is still one of my favorite typings that we had in a Pokemon. So overall, this artwork absolutely gorgeous. You can just kind of zoom in and see Pokeplug is everywhere. You can just see all the attention to detail. Even the body of the Dragalge is amazing. The artwork on the side, I am very happy with the look and display of this. It reminds me of, we had a Sword and Shield card. You guys can remind me the name of it in the comment section. That was a deep sea Pokemon. It starts with an L. I can't remember the name of it, but it was gorgeous too. It's still a cheap card. I think it's because of the gem rate also, but this one I think is going to end up, when it's all said and done, to be closer to like that Sharpedo range of a $30-ish card, even though it looks like it's going to be an SIR. I don't think people really respect how nice Dragalge is, but I like it. I haven't really seen what other people have been really saying about these leaks just because I'm doing this recording so early, but overall, I think it's going to be a fun skin. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Fortnite. A fun Pokemon to kind of have on display, and then if it's under like 150 in a PSA 10, I think I would definitely add it to my collection. But it depends if all of the Pokemon community is just going to be obsessed with this card. I don't think they are, because people don't tend to really care too much about Dragalge, but I think it's Dragalge. I keep forgetting the name. Is it Dragalge or Dragalge? Either or, I am going to be excited to add this as long as it's at an affordable rate. As you know, I prefer to collect PSA 10 just to have it on display, less clutter when I'm just trying to keep my cards. So we'll see how this one goes. The next one, what happened here? The next one is Cinccino. To me, it's not a card I will necessarily collect because I don't collect the cutesy card, but I think it'll do well as a cutesy card. There's a lot of attention to detail when it comes to the home setting, a lot of the pillows, star pillows. It looks like it's going to be an SIR as well. I think people are going to really love collecting it. It should fit into the mold of other people that like to collect the cute cards. So I think it's not a popular card to me. Like, I'm not going to collect it, but I think it's going to deserve the value it's going to go for. I think it's going to be at least a $50 SIR at its, when everything settles and the dust storm settles on it. But I think it could shoot up to be higher. I mean, I think it'd be a $70, $80 card when it kind of all settles from pricing rise, but it could get up to a little bit more to the $110 range. I wouldn't be surprised at that either. But overall, it looks nice. I think there will be a collector base for it. I'm just not the collector for it, but I think it is a good addition to a set to kind of keep things interesting, to have multiple collectors interested in the set. So good job by Pokemon by adding this. Not a card for me, but I can see others liking it. And then this Crobat, it looks like it's just an illustration rare. To me, I don't know if it's controversy or not, but I didn't really love the Distant Rivals look of their Crobat. I played Crobat a lot in my earlier Pokemon days. I think Crobat came out in Ruby and Sapphire or Gold and Silver. I think it was Gold and Silver because it evolved via friendship. And I loved playing it, using it in my playthroughs. I thought the Distant Rivals didn't really pay homage to what Crobat is. Like, for example, the Murkrow from Distant Rivals kind of resembles Murkrow better. I think the city landscape for this Crobat is better. I wish this one would have been the textured version of an SIR, but overall, if it was my choice, I would probably pick this up and add it to my collection versus the Distant Rivals. I think this will get down in value because Crobat is popular, but not super popular, and it's an illustration rare, so I would think it's going to be under $15. My hope is that if it's under $100 for it, I would just add it to my collection in a PSA 10. Hopefully it gets to $80. It just depends on how hot the market is, but I think there is a world where this isn't a $100 card in the PSA 10. It may be more likely than I even realize. I'm just kind of going off what I anticipate with these, and all things depend on gem rate as well. That's always a factor with these kind of sets. So overall, I mean, I think these leaks were pretty good. I'm excited to add some of these to my collection. I think that this set's going to be like a mid-tier set of overall coming out, but long term I think it's going to do very well because people underrate Greninja so much. Same thing like Twilight Masquerade. I think it's going to be a top, I want to say it's top 3 set when it comes all said and done in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet era, just because of Greninja, and that's a gorgeous card, as I'm talking myself into potentially acquiring it just because I still think it's so undervalued. So overall, this set's shaping up to be pretty well. It's just funny that we're getting these leaks before we know pretty much nothing about Perfect Order other than the Tyrant, which I'm excited about that one. So hopefully we get some leaks on that soon. Thanks for jumping in. I'm trying to do these daily uploads as best I can just to kind of build our community. And then please don't hesitate to just leave a comment, even if it's nothing long. Just kind of gives encouragement to keep recording these videos. So I'm excited to have you guys be a part of this community, and then I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you.